Today we're going to take a look at purchasing. Purchasing or buying materials, supplies, equipment, and we're going to take a look at this from the viewpoint of people who buy things for organizations, for corporations or nonprofit businesses. And so these people that engage in this particular field are known as purchasing agents, or sometimes commonly called buyers. So we're going to work on a Excel worksheet and discuss some of the ways that invoices are paid and look at some of the calculations that are used in order to make those calculations. But before we do that, make sure that you've looked through the Quizlet for purchasing, which is right here, and it's titled Purchasing, and it has all of the words or vocabulary that we'll be looking at. So if you haven't done that, make sure that you go through these at least 1-2 times before you work on that Excel worksheet. But you can see there's a lot of specialized vocabulary associated with the field of purchasing. And it's actually a rather important occupation within a business because the ability to buy the right product at the right price is key to that organization being profitable. So once you've had a chance to do that, come on back to the video and we will take a look at an Excel worksheet for calculating cash discounts. Okay, we're going to assume that you've had a chance to go through some of those basic terms. And now let's take a look at our worksheet and see what we can do here. The first thing we're going to do is just a little bit of formatting. And we'll start over here in column A. And we've got a variety of invoices that we're dealing with. So let's start over here with these line numbers. And just to make these look a little nicer, let's go ahead and put those in the center. And we'll put that title in the center also. And next up, let's go ahead and format our money as, let's put that in accounting format. I'll give you a chance to go and take care of that. We will leave the terms just like they are there. Discount rate is going to be formatted as a percentage. And there's our shortcut. Discount amount is going to be currency. There's our shortcut for accounting format. If at any time we're going too fast, you just pause that and go ahead and take care of your worksheet. Net amount due will be formatted as currency and accounting format. And then also column G will be formatted as accounting. There we go. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video and take care of that. All right, let's take a look at these terms here. So from having looked at the Quizlet on purchasing, you should have seen that terms refers to how payment is made. And so what each of these shows is that if the payment is made by a particular time, a discount can be applied. So, for example, in this first one here, the 1 refers to 1%, the 10 refers to 10 days, and the 30 refers to 30 days. So the way you read these types of terms is, we'll take a look at the one here. Zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so the buyer may take a 1% discount if the invoice is paid within 10 days. If it's not paid within 10 days, then the net amount is due within 30 days. So the 1 is 1%, paid within 10 days. The N means net or total amount. And then the 30 is 30 days. So let's pick one at random here. The 3%. Take a 3% discount if the invoice is paid within 10 days. If it's not paid within 10 days, the net amount or total amount is due within 30 days. So that's how you read these terms of payment for these particular invoices. Okay, so see if you can go through and fill in the discount rate for each one of these. I'll do the first one for you. Terms are 1%, 0.01. If you want, you can increase those decimal places. But generally, 1 decimal place is going to be okay with these. So there's our discount rate. So at this point, go ahead and pause the video and see if you can fill in the discount rate for each of these invoices. All right, let's take a look at these. So here you should have had a 2. This one would be 2. Next, discount amount. All right, so this is the amount that the buyer can deduct from the invoice if they pay early. So for all of these problems, we are going to assume that the invoice is being paid within 10 days. So we're going to take the discount for every one of these. Discount amount. What we're going to do is apply this discount rate to the invoice amount. Equal sign. Invoice amount times the 1%. So that's the amount of discount that we can take for each of these. Now, if you want, you of course can multiply it by clicking the discount rate first. 1% of the invoice amount. $3.92. Net amount due. Because this is a discount, we can subtract it from the invoice amount. Invoice amount minus the discount amount. So this is the amount that the buyer will pay the vendor after subtracting the 1% discount, because they get to pay it within 10 days. And then I've added here a net amount due for using the complement method. I believe that was in the Quizlet. The complement, I put a little note here that you can look at. So another method you can use to determine the net amount due when a discount is applied is to multiply the original invoice amount by the discount rate complement. So a complement is the difference between 100% and the discount rate. For example, the complement of 10% is 90%. So you always need to get to 100%. If you are looking at a 2% discount rate, the complement would be 98%. So let's see how that would work here for this same problem. So let's go ahead and click in the net amount due for using the complement method. And there's our equal sign. So we're going to take the invoice amount and multiply it times the complement of 1%, which would be 99%, or 0.99. And you see we get the same amount. So we could call it a shortcut way of calculating the net amount due when we're applying a discount. Let's do one more together, and then you can go ahead and complete this table using these formulas. Let's try line 2. The discount amount, we've got a 2% discount, so we can take 2% of the invoice amount. There's our discount. And now we'll calculate the net amount due. The invoice amount minus the discount. And so the amount that the buyer must pay now is $1,087.80. Using the complement method, it's 2%. 100 minus 2 is 98. So shortcut method, or the complement method, is to take the invoice amount and we will apply the discount directly by multiplying our invoice amount by the complement of 2%, which is 0.98. And there we go. We have the same final and net amount due. So go ahead and complete this Excel worksheet using the same method that I did, and do avoid trying to find shortcuts by using some of the copy commands. Go ahead and work it out for each one of these lines, for each one of these invoices, calculating the discount rate for these invoices.